Picture two people, same age, same college degree. One is driving a paid-off car, building wealth quietly. The other is making $400 monthly loan payments, going nowhere fast. Same diploma on the wall, completely different financial futures. The difference isn't intelligence. It's not even income. It's one decision made at 18 years old, before most of us even understood what interest rates meant. And today, we're exposing exactly how that decision was sold to you, why it keeps so many people stuck, and what you can do about it right now. Welcome to Luxona. Let's get into it. Here's what an entire generation was told. Go to college, take out loans, get a degree. The money will come. You'll pay it off easily once you land a good job. It's an investment in yourself. Sounds like a solid plan, right? Except no one showed you the math. No one sat you down at 17 and said, here's what this will actually cost you over the next decade. Here's how much of your future income is about to be committed before you even earn it. Here's what you'll miss out on while you're making these payments. Total U.S. student loan debt has crossed $1.7 trillion. That's not a statistic. That's a national wealth crisis dressed up as higher education. The average borrower carries over $37,000 in student debt, and most of them are still paying it off well into their 40s. This isn't just an inconvenience. This is a decade or more of your prime earning years, diverted away from wealth building and handed straight to a loan servicer. This isn't education. This is a financial chain, and it was sold with a smile. Now let's do the math they never taught you. Say you borrow $40,000 at 6.5% interest over a standard 10-year repayment term. Your monthly payment comes out to around $454. Total paid back over those 10 years, over $54,000. That's $14,000 in pure interest, money that vanishes, money that builds nothing, money you will never see again. But here's the number that should really make you stop and think. What if that same $454 per month went into an investment account instead? Over 10 years, at a historically average 10% annual return, that grows to over $86,000. Not spent, not gone, built, compounding quietly in the background. That gap between $54,000 paid out and $86,000 built up isn't just a number. That's the true cost of a student loan. That's the wealth that never gets a chance to exist. That's what opportunity cost looks like in real life, and it's one of the most important concepts in personal finance. Opportunity cost is the silent wealth killer. Every single dollar you send to a loan servicer is a dollar that isn't working for you. It isn't compounding. It isn't growing. It isn't buying you time or options or freedom. Warren Buffett understood this concept at age 11. He bought his first stock as a child and never stopped compounding. He didn't have to wait until loans were paid off because he never took any on. The wealthy don't just earn more than everyone else. They protect where every single dollar goes from day one. When your income is locked into debt payments month after month, you can't invest. You can't build an emergency fund that keeps you from going further into debt the moment life happens. You can't say no to a bad job or a toxic boss because you absolutely need that paycheck. Debt doesn't just cost you money, it costs you options. It costs you time. It costs you peace of mind. It costs you the version of yourself that could have been financially free years earlier. Here's the part that most people never stop to realize. Student loans have been normalized so completely and so deeply, we stopped questioning them. Everyone has them, we say. It's just part of adulting, we say. But that's exactly how a financial trap survives for generations. When everyone accepts something without questioning it, no one challenges it. And the system that profits from that acceptance has zero incentive to change. Millionaires think differently about this. They ask one straightforward question: what does this actually cost me in the long run? They pay cash whenever possible. They live below their means, not to feel deprived, but to build leverage. Because they know that short-term sacrifice is just long-term freedom in disguise. Wealth starts in the mind long before it ever shows up in the bank account. Your decisions today are quietly building the life you will live 5 and 10 years from now. Every single choice you make with money is a vote for your future self or against it. Now here is what they never showed you when you were 17 years old, sitting in that guidance counselor's office, looking at colorful college brochures. Community college for 2 years, and then transferring to a 4-year university. Same degree on the diploma, a fraction of the cost. Trade school, where skilled professionals are regularly earning 6 figures without carrying 6-figure debt. Employer tuition reimbursement programs that pay for your education while you're already working and earning. Scholarships, grants, work-study programs, and CLEP exams that let you test out of entire courses for less than $100. These paths exist. They work. They have built incredible careers and incredible lives all over this country. They just weren't marketed with a glossy brochure, a campus tour, and a free t-shirt. The point isn't that college is bad. The point is that debt-funded education is very often optional, and nobody made that clear when it mattered most. Luxonians, real talk for a second. How many of these points are hitting home for you right now? Are you already aggressively paying down your debt? Have you found alternatives that kept you loan-free or helped you get out faster? Your story matters here. This community grows strongest when we learn from each other. If this video is shifting the way you think about money, show it some love. Hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a Luxona video. Every Luxonian who subscribes is one more person choosing financial clarity over confusion. Let's also talk about something that almost nobody discusses: the emotional weight of debt. There is a psychological toll that comes with owing money you cannot see the end of. It affects how you sleep. It affects how you make decisions. It affects how you show up at work, in relationships, and in your own head. When you carry a balance you don't know how to escape, a part of your brain is always running in the background, calculating, worrying, second-guessing. That mental load is not free. It costs you creativity, clarity, and confidence. It keeps you in survival mode instead of building mode. And the people who've never experienced that weight have a genuine advantage. One that has nothing to do with intelligence and everything to do with the financial decisions that were either made for them or taught to them early. This is why financial literacy is not optional. This is why understanding how debt works, how interest compounds against you, and how to protect your income is one of the most valuable things you can ever learn. And it is why Luxona exists, to give you the clarity that school never did. Now, if you're already carrying student loan debt, here is your practical roadmap forward. Step 1. Know your exact number. Log into your accounts today. Write down your balance, your interest rate, and your servicer name. Clarity is the very first step toward freedom. You cannot fight an enemy you refuse to look directly at. Step 2. Attack the highest interest rate loans first. Every extra dollar you put toward principal saves you significantly more money over the life of the loan. Don't spread your extra payments thin across every account. Concentrate your financial energy like a laser on the most expensive debt first. Step 3. Stop adding new consumer debt while you are paying this off. No new car payments, no credit card balances carrying interest month to month. One enemy at a time. Channel the full force of your income at that balance until it hits zero. Step 4. And this one matters enormously. The moment your loans are gone, invest immediately. Do not lifestyle creep. Do not upgrade your car or your apartment the same month you become debt-free. Take that exact monthly payment amount and redirect it directly into an investment account. Let your money finally start working for you. Because here is what changes the moment debt is gone. Your income becomes truly yours. Your options multiply instantly. Your stress drops in ways you will physically feel. Your confidence in your financial future builds week by week. And compounding, the single most powerful force in personal finance, finally starts working in your favor instead of against you. Here is what truly separates the people who build real wealth from those who stay stuck at the same level year after year. Think about the people in your life who seem to have their finances together. The ones who don't panic when the car needs a repair. The ones who talk about retirement accounts like it's just a normal thing they've been doing for years. The ones who don't flinch at the restaurant bill or stress about a flight home for the holidays. What's their secret? In most cases, it isn't luck. It isn't a massive inheritance. It isn't even an extraordinary income. It's behavior. Consistent, boring, unglamorous behavior, repeated over years. It is not a spreadsheet. It is not a salary. It is an identity. When you decide, I don't do debt, your decisions change automatically. When you decide, I invest before I spend, your habits shift without you having to force them. When you decide, my future self deserves better than this, you stop settling for situations that don't serve you. Money follows discipline. Discipline follows clarity. And clarity starts with a single decision, one you are completely capable of making right now. The wealthiest people in the world are not always the highest earners in the room. They are the most intentional. They built systems. They built habits. They protected their income like it mattered, because it does. They invested consistently, even when the amounts felt too small to matter, because they understood that small amounts invested early beat large amounts invested late every single time. A 25-year-old who invests $200 a month will almost always outbuild a 35-year-old who invests $500 a month, purely because of time and compounding. Time in the market is more valuable than the amount in the market. And every year you spend paying off debt instead of investing is a year of compounding you can never get back. That's the real cost. Not just the interest payments, the lost time. They said no to debt so they could say yes to freedom. And they built it daily, quietly, consistently, without needing anyone else to validate the process. That is the Luxona way. Not flashy, not overnight, not a shortcut or a scheme. Just clear thinking, disciplined action, and the patience to let time do the heavy lifting. That is what wealth actually looks like from the inside, before the world ever sees it on the outside. For those who want to go even deeper, the full debt payoff framework, the investment roadmap, the monthly net worth tracker, and the step-by-step guide to building your first $100,000, all of that lives inside Luxona Vault on Patreon. It is where the serious Luxonians do the real work, and where the results start showing up in real life. The link is right below this video whenever you are ready. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Join the Luxona family. This channel exists to help you win. Wealth isn't loud. It's disciplined. It's intentional. It's built daily. Welcome to Luxona, where millionaires are made. See you in the next one.